I'm Captain Tim Busson with this episode of DNG News. We're at the flight line at the Newcastle Airport, the home of aviation for the Delaware Army National Guard. More than one person got their start in the Guard through junior ROTC. At the Delaware Guard's Bethany Beach training site, these high school kids got a taste of military life. Sergeant David Strobel joined them.
Move! Hey, you got 5 seconds. 5 freaking seconds. Get out! Ready!
Youngsters from around Delmarva bunked at the National Guard Training Center at Bethany Beach. Here they learn discipline and other skills that will shape them into the leaders of tomorrow.
I think the program makes you a better citizen and a well-rounded student, and it stresses self-discipline and academics.
Cadet Garvin falling.
Fall, Cadet Garvin.
Good job.
The students take part in several team-building exercises that stress trusting your teammates. Instructors also put them through their paces on the indoor marksmanship range. At the Bethany Beach training site, I'm Sergeant David Strobel for DNG News.
The Delaware Air National Guard is located right over there on the other side of the Newcastle Airport. One of their missions is to deliver goods anywhere in the world, and they do that by dropping things from an airplane. Sergeant David Strobel flew with the Air National Guard.
The crew of Aircraft 209 prepares for a typical drill day. They're going up to practice flying low with 2 other aircraft to a specific point, then drop their load. Major Carol Timmons is the pilot of the C-130 Hercules.
Great opportunity to practice their war-fighting skills. We get to go and fly 500 feet above Delaware, New Jersey, and slow down and airdrop bundles and things onto the drop zone.
Master Sergeant T.J. Oliver from Franklin, Delaware is a loadmaster. He's responsible for getting the package safely off the aircraft.
It's not a process of learning, but it's a proficiency drop that we were doing for container delivery, dropping of first aid, food, or whatever.
850 feet over the drop zone, the crew opens the hatch, ready to drop a pallet with 4 plastic barrels filled with half a ton of water. But the drop is called off at the last moment. A motorcycle is on the drop zone, and 1,000 pounds landing on bike and rider is not healthy. Back around, this time at 1,000 feet over another area nearby. Instead of the pallet, Master Sergeant Oliver throws out a training bundle. That's a 5-pound sandbag with a small parachute attached. After spending the morning flying, the crew of 209 heads back to the office. They'll talk about the mission, what went right and what went wrong. Then the airmen break into what's called mission-specific classes. Pilots, navigators, crew chiefs, flight engineers, all working on their own individual skills. At 2,000 feet above Delaware, I'm Sergeant David Strobel.
The Delaware National Guard's function is not only to prepare for combat, but to serve our community during disaster. And when disaster hit in February, we responded. We thank WBOC TV 16 for some of these shots.
The end of January saw Delaware hit with the worst nor'easter of the season, with almost half a foot of rain and winds over 50 miles an hour. Less than a week later, another nor'easter struck. And with the ground still saturated with water from the last storm, flooding was inevitable. On Wednesday, February 4th, the governor called out elements of the Delaware National Guard to help. As the task force commander, Major Dallas Wingate coordinated the National Guard effort from the Emergency Operations Center in Georgetown.
Primarily the damage for the storm affected the entire coastline from about the Slaughter Beach area, the northernmost, all the way down to the Maryland state line at Fenwick Island. We established traffic control points that would not allow anybody in or out of that area.
Specialist Joel Wellborn was called away from his job as a manager at a Dover McDonald's. He joined the rest of the 153rd Military Police Company guarding homes in Rehoboth Beach.
We had a couple people try and drive past us, just trying to check out what's going on up close. TV's not good enough.
This was Private Matthew Appling's first call-up. He manned another checkpoint a few blocks away.
The people that have gone through that checkpoint over there and have proven that they live down here, they're allowed to come out. We notice the car and watch the people inside the car, making sure that they're not acting funny or anything weird like that.
I don't know that it'll be back normal for quite some time. There's a lot of water left in areas we just can't reach.
Governor Thomas Carver took a helicopter flight for a first-hand look at the flooding, soon after President Clinton declared Sussex County a disaster area and able to get federal help rebuilding. In Rehoboth Beach, I'm Sergeant David Strobel for DNG News.